So spake Athena, daughter of Zeus. And Telemachus made no long tarrying when he had heard the voice of the goddess. He went on his way towards the house, heavy at heart, and there he found the noble wooers in the halls, flaying goats and singeing swine in the court. And Antinous laughed out and went straight to Telemachus, and clasped his hand and spake and hailed him. Telemachus, proud of speech and unrestrained in fury, let no evil word any more be in thy heart, nor evil work, but let me see thee eat and drink as of old. And the Achaeans will make thee ready in all things without fail, a ship and chosen oarsmen, that thou mayest come quicker to fair Pylos, to seek tidings of thy noble father. Then wise Telemachus answered him, saying, Antinous, in no wise in your proud company can I sup in peace, and make merry with a quiet mind. Is it a little thing, ye wooers, that in time past ye wasted many good things of my getting, while as yet I was a child? But now that I am a man grown, and learn the story from the lips of others, and my spirit waxeth within me, I will seek to let loose upon you evil fates, as I may, going either to Pylos for help, or abiding here in this township. Yea, I will go, nor vain shall the voyage be whereof I speak. A passenger on another ship go I, for I am not to have a ship nor oarsman of mine own. So in your wisdom ye have thought it for the better. He spake, and snatched his hand from out the hand of Antinous, lightly, and all the while the wooers were busy feasting through the house. And they mocked him and sharply taunted him, and thus would some proud youth speak, In very truth Telemachus planneth our destruction. He will bring rescue either from sandy Pylos, or even it may be from Sparta, so terribly he is set on slaying us. Or else he will go to Ephria, a fruitful land, to fetch a poisonous drug, that he may cast it into the bowl and make an end of all of us. Telemachus returning home and finding the wooers still about, cavorting, pillaging. I think this is a good term to use here, pillaging. But something's changed, hasn't it? In the dichotomy between these two, something has happened inside of Telemachus. The confidence in knowing he can be righteous in his thought, being validated by Athena directly, saying, and Zeus, with the omen that he saw during the assembly, that, yeah, these wooers are doing evil deeds. They are evil doers. They openly mock you and the house of Odysseus, the legacy, the name of Odysseus, a character so in favor with the gods that it would seem foolhardy to openly stomp all over his grave, so to speak. One thing that is emerging out of Telemachus, though, is his honesty. You know, he's not pretending to be someone he's not. He could have easily here said that, yeah, I'm going to get the best ship and the best crew, and I'm going to, despite what you say, you evil wooers, instead of evil doers, get it? I've got goddess Athena on my side. She's going to get me a ship. She's going to get me a crew, and we're going to go do this thing. No, Telemachus says that he doesn't take ownership over that. He recognizes his position, the help that is being bestowed upon him, and says, a passenger on another's ship go I, for I am not to have a ship nor oarsman of mine own. He's acknowledging his place in the divine order of things, and I think that's a defining characteristic of him. Honesty and humility, integrity. These are in direct opposition to all of the characteristics of the wooers, both individually and collectively. And let's take a step back, too, to talk about dramatically what's happening. Not what's happening within the plot, but there's a suspense that has arisen since yesterday's passage with Athena saying that these men don't realize how quick death is to be upon them. And we can call it, I guess, dramatic irony, where the wooers are not changing their behavior. In fact, they're doubling down on it. So there's a comeuppance in the air. There's a sort of inevitable violence that's about to happen. We don't know exactly how or where, from who, but it's all but been confirmed by the gods themselves. Zeus's omen, Athena's literal words. And so, as we are in Telemachus's experience here, his perspective, revisit talking to the wooers, the dynamic of their conversation has changed. They're openly mocking him for having stood up to them. Before, it was he had never taken a stand, and so there was a sort of oppressive atmosphere around Telemachus. Now, I think we are, as audience members, aware of a liberation, or that it either has taken place or is about to take place for Telemachus, and an inevitable doom for the wooers. That changes our perspective of the wooers. Yes, they're openly mocking him now, but we know they're going to get what's coming to them, and therefore, it's like if we're in a slasher movie and we see the bully bullying the protagonist, we're like, well, we know Jason's out there in the woods, so we've all but narratively tagged you as a victim of his machete at some point, and now it's just a matter of how much am I going to want to watch you get whacked by that thing before it happens. So how much salt can they add to the injury to Telemachus? Cool. Well, we are heading toward the end of book 2. Join me here tomorrow as we start to wrap up some of these things and see where Telemachus is going. Can't imagine we're going to do the whole journey on the ship in this book. Again, I'm starting to wonder if this whole Odyssey is about Telemachus and not Odysseus. Oops. We're learning. Hey, this is a new experience. So until tomorrow, join me then. Okay, goodbye. Odyssey is part of the Gruntwork Podcast Network. The show is produced, edited, and hosted by Landon Solano. The original text of The Odyssey, written by Homer. Theme song by Neuroflow. You can support this show and other shows like it by going to patreon.com/gruntworkpod. Thank you for listening. See you tomorrow.